Okay, so what if we were to combine the GCF factoring with the factoring a simple quadratic, okay? Well, so what that means is that you're going to always look before you leap. So I'm just going to add on here, all right, that a number 4. All right. So what that means is before you jump in and think, oh, this is an a not equals 1 problem, all right? So for example, 5x squared minus 30x plus 40. Before you think, ooh, this is an a not equals 1, all right, because it's 5, that's not true. If you have a GCF, so you always want to think about your GCF first. What goes into all 3 of these? Well, there's an x squared and an x and a nothing, so no x's go into all 3 of them because this has no x's. But 5 goes into all 3 of them. So you want to always look and see about your GCF first. Okay? So if I take if 5 out of all of those, oops, minus 30x over 5 plus 40 over 5. Then what do I get? Well, now I get x squared minus 6x plus 8. And that, that is an a equals 1. All right? So then now I'm going to do this. Blank times blank equals 8, and blank plus blank equals negative 6. And then let's write out the factors of 8. So just like the above problems, 1 and 8, negative 1 and negative 8. 2 and 4, negative 2 and negative 4. And I'm going to stop because negative 2 and negative 4 make negative 6. So then now the leftover part gets factored into x minus 2, x minus 4, right? But don't box it yet, because what needs to go in front? Well, you took out a GCF, so make sure that you put that guy back in, because we're factoring the original problem, not the leftover problem. And that would be the answer for that one. Okay, let's do one more. Hang on. Okay. All right. Let's see. 2x squared plus 2x minus 4. Okay, what goes into all 3 of those? A 2 does, so I'm going to take 2x squared divided by 2 plus 2x divided by 2 minus 4 divided by 2. And here's my leftovers, and I'm going to write my GCF is 2 so I don't forget it in my end product. Or my other suggestion is you just go ahead and write the 2 and this and then box it. And then once you figure out your leftover part, just put them in there. Okay, so a lot of students forget that GCF and then you get the problem wrong because you forgot to put it in. So I highly recommend you just go ahead and write it in your answer and then worry about the rest later. Okay? All right, so 2 divided by 2 is 1, so we get x squared. 2 divided by 2 is 1, so we just get an x. And then 4 divided by 2 is 2, so we get minus 2. Okay? All right, now we do this part. Blank times blank equals negative 2, and blank plus blank equals positive 1. All right, so what multiplies to give us 2? Well, 1 and 2, but negative 1 and a positive 2 because we want a negative 2, or a positive 1 and a negative 2. All right, which one of those gives us positive 1? Well, we want the positive to be heavier, so this one. So now I'm going to write that in my answer. X minus 1 and x plus 2.